Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Miss Brianne, and welcome back to our preschool story hour. The preschool story time that meets 3 times a month every Wednesday in the afternoon. Now, every time we meet for our preschool story hour, each month we focus on a different theme. And as I mentioned in our last story time, this month we are focusing on winter holidays. Now, last month, we learned about the holiday of Hanukkah, and we read stories and sang songs about Hanukkah. This week, we're going to talk about and read a book about another winter holiday in December. But before we do any of that, we are going to begin with our welcome song, and that is "The More We Get Together." So follow along in our song sheet. Ready? Here we go. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Everybody! The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. All right, good job, boys and girls. Now, as I mentioned before, we are going to talk about the next holiday in a little while. But first, I want to read you the book that we read last week. And as I mentioned before, this will be read to you during all the preschool story hours that we have in December. And that book is called Goodbye Autumn, Hello Winter. But before I read the book to you, we are going to sing one of our winter songs. And just so you know, the winter and Christmas songs that appear in your song sheet are from the websites Teaching Mama and Fantastic Fun and Learning. If you're interested in looking at those songs as well as similar songs for these themes, please click on the following links in the description of this video. But in any event, we are going to sing our song, "The Mittens on My Hands." So please follow along on your song sheet. Are we ready? Here we go. The mittens on my hands keep me warm, keep me warm, keep me warm. The mittens on my hands keep me warm all winter long. Everybody! The mittens on my hands keep me warm, keep me warm, keep me warm. The mittens on my hands keep me warm all winter long. All right, good job, boys and girls. All right, let's begin our first story of the day. And as I mentioned before, this story is called Goodbye Autumn, Hello Winter. So, the author and the illustrator is Kenard Pak. So he wrote the words and drew the pictures of the story. The publisher is Godwin Books, which is part of Henry Holt and Company. Now, the publisher is the one who takes the book, puts it together, and brings it to all the bookstores to sell. So, we ready for the story? All right, here we go. Hello, late autumn afternoon. Hello, leaves. Hello. Now that the wispy winds have come, we fall from the oak tree branches and are swept into the sky. As I mentioned before, you probably, a few days ago when we had those strong winds, you probably saw all those leaves flying. That's what happens in fall. the leaves can no longer stay on the tree, so when the winds get strong, they wind up falling off. And then you have all these leaves to make a pile of and jump in. Hello, robins and cardinals. Hello. We're ready to fly far, far south. So all the birds fly south for the winter where it's a lot warmer. Well, many of them do, not all of them, but many of them don't like to stay where it's warm, so they'll fly south for the winter and come back in the spring. Hello, horses and sheep. Hello, dear. Hello. Soon it will be cold and we'll stay inside our stables. We're eating the last of the leaves and berries. Our fur is becoming thicker for the coming winter. So, animals can do many things. Some will try and store as much food as they can because there's not going to be a lot of food in the winter, so they have something to eat while the cold weather lasts. Others will try and eat as much as they can and then sleep for the whole winter. And many animals get very bigger and heavier fur coats to make sure they stay warm during the cold weather of winter. Hello, chrysanthemums and daisies. Hello. Even though it's colder, the sunlight warms our leaves and petals. We'll stay a little longer until winter comes. Now, many plants, they don't survive past summer because the fall and the winter are colder. But there are some plants and flowers that can handle the cold weather because they can get enough sunlight. But once winter hits, they too will disappear. Hello, setting sun. Hello. The evenings are longer and the shadows reach farther across the streets. Now, as you've noticed, it gets dark earlier now in the winter. So it stays dark a lot longer. When the spring and summer hit, well, it'll be lighter longer. Hello, clouds. Hello. We cover the sky like a downy, soft blanket. Hello, North Star. Hello. Peeking between clouds, I shine on the darkest nights. Hello, evergreens. Hello. Our pine needle branches shiver in the wind while you sleep. Hello, silent night. Shh. I quiet the juniper and maple trees. And look at that. It looks like it's beginning to snow now. It does snow quite a bit in the winter, right? Hello, frost and icicles. Hello. We decorate the windows and hang from the eaves. So the colder it gets, and when it snows, all the water will freeze when it's dripping and become icicles. Hello, snowflakes. Hello. We fall in a white, misty curtain and muffle all the sounds around you. Goodbye, autumn. And wow, look at all the snow here. Hello, Winter. That was a great book, right? So now you see what happens when the season changes from fall to winter. It gets colder, the leaves all fall from the trees, stays darker longer, it starts to snow. A lot of the animals will stay in their homes and the birds fly south. Good story, huh? Alright, before we move on to our next book, we're going to sing another winter song. This one's called Snowball. So everybody ready? Alright, here we go. Make a snowball, throw it now, throw it now. Make a snowball, throw it now, throw it now. Everybody, make a snowball, throw it now, throw it now. Make a snowball, throw it now, throw it now. All right, good job, boys and girls. So, as I mentioned before, last week we talked about the holiday of Hanukkah. This week we're going to talk about a holiday that's familiar with a lot of people. And that is the holiday of Christmas. Now, Christmas is celebrated by many people around the world. And for young kids, when they think of Christmas, they think about Santa Claus and flying reindeer and gifts. And everybody gets together for a nice dinner. It's a great time to be with family. But unlike Hanukkah, which is celebrated for 8 days and 8 nights, Christmas is only celebrated for 1 day and 1 night. And it's always on December 25th. The days of Hanukkah change, but Christmas will always be on December 25th. And it's only for 1 day. Of course, there's other traditions, but it's going to be too long to talk about that right now. But I have a very famous Christmas story that I would like to read to you. But first, let's do a little dance. So give me 1 minute. Alright, I hope everybody can see me. Let me move that a little bit. Close enough. Alright, so we're going to do a little dance. And the dance is called the Reindeer Pokey. And it's very easy to follow along. If you know the Hokey Pokey, you'll know this. But are we ready? Everybody stand up and follow along with me. Are we ready? Here we go. You put your antlers in, you put your antlers out, you put your antlers in and you shake them all about. You do the reindeer pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your hooves in, you put your hooves out, you put your hooves in and you shake them all about. You do the reindeer pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your fluffy tail in, you put your fluffy tail out, you put your fluffy tail in and you shake it all about. You do the reindeer pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your red nose in, you put your red nose out, you put your red nose in and you shake it all about. You do the reindeer pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. All right, good job, boys and girls. All right, so give me 1 minute. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, just bear with me, boys and girls. Oh, hold on. All right, I hope everybody can see me now. All right, actually, hold on 1 second. All right, yeah, everybody should be able to see me now. So let me introduce the next book. And this book is called "Twas the Night Before Christmas," which is a very popular Christmas story that's read right before boys and girls go to bed. So, we ready? All right. So, "Twas the Night Before Christmas." The author is Clement C. Now, he wrote this a long, long time ago. But different publishers and illustrators do something to make the book a little different. The illustrator for this version of the book is Mark Marshall. And the publisher is Tiger Tales. So, we ready? Here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Now, St. Nicholas is another word for Santa Claus. We children were nestled all snug in our beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in our heads. And Mama in her kerchief and Dad in his cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the top of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles in his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the courses they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he had held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." All right. Wasn't that a great story? For the boys and girls who celebrate Christmas, does it make you look forward to Christmas? I hope so. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed those stories. Now we're going to spend some time with an activity. Now I have another coloring page. Last week it was about Hanukkah. This week it's about Christmas. And the website I got this coloring page from is the Free and Fun Christmas site by Oriental Trading Company. If you're interested in this page and other coloring pages, please click on the link that's found in the description of this video. But we are going to spend about 4-ish minutes coloring this page. So make sure you have your coloring instruments with you, like your color pencils and your crayons. All right, are we ready? Okay, here we go. I hope you boys and girls are having a great day today. I know I certainly am. And Christmas, if you celebrate, is in 12 days. Is everybody excited? And you're doing a good job, boys and girls. So keep going, boys and girls. You're doing a great job. Just going to give it one more minute. Alright, so we're going to stop right here. I didn't get much coloring in, as you can see. But if you need more time to finish coloring, you can certainly pause this video, and that is completely okay. But what I want to do right now is I want to sing another Christmas song. Just going to move this up a little bit. Alright, I hope everybody can see me. So we're going to sing another song, and it's called We Wish You a Merry Christmas. And this is a very popular Christmas song. So, are we ready? Everybody join with me on your song sheet. Here we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now let's all do a little clapping, now let's all do a little clapping, now let's all do a little clapping and spread Christmas cheer. Now let's all do a little jumping, now let's all do a little jumping, now let's all do a little jumping and spread Christmas cheer. Now let's all do a little waving, now let's all do a little waving, now let's all do a little waving and spread quick Christmas cheer. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Alright, good job, boys and girls. So we read a story about Christmas and sang a couple of songs and even colored a coloring page. Now for my friends who celebrate Christmas, I hope this makes you look more forward to it. For my friends who don't celebrate Christmas but celebrate another holiday, I hope you learned a bit about what traditions happen during Christmas. But in any event, it's time to say goodbye. Next week we are going to learn about another holiday. But until then, it's time to sing our goodbye song. Are we ready? Here we go. Hands go up, hands go down. I can turn round and round. I can jump upon two shoes. I can clap and so can you. I can wave, I'll show you how. Story time is done for now. Everybody, hands go up, hands go down. I can turn round and round. I can jump up onto shoes. I can clap and so can you. I can wave, I'll show you how. Story time is done for now. All right, boys and girls, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Take good care of yourselves. Have a great day, and I will see you next week.